Hey dudes! Welcome to another episode of the Bullshit Show. I'm Dad. That's Nathan.
Salutations, gentlemen.
Well, kitties are nowhere to be found tonight. They went and hid as soon as we said we were going to do the show. Because they're poops.
Actually, they've been hiding for a while.
Yeah, they've been hiding all night. I don't know what their problem is. So, oh well. What's going on in the world? What is today? Today's
Tuesday, September 4th.
Yes, it is. It's late at night, so it'll be the 5th by the time you see this.
Yes.
Trump is still an asshole. I think the noose is tightening a little bit. I think he can sense it. Bob Woodward's book came out today, Fear, about the Trump administration, and it does not paint a flattering picture at all. Of course, the Trump administration is going to do everything they can to discredit it, and claim it's fake news. But Bob Woodward is probably the most objective and honest journalist out there. You young ones don't remember, he's one of the two people that broke the Watergate story. And they all said that was fake news back then. So, but it doesn't look good for Trump. Thank God. The Supreme Court has a vacancy, and Trump wants to fill it with Brett Kavanaugh, a asshole just like him, who, oh God, where do I start? I won't even get into it. He doesn't believe the president should be prosecuted while they're in office, which is the main reason Trump wants to put him on the Supreme Court, so that when Mueller finally subpoenas his ass and wants to send him to jail, then he has a friend on the Supreme Court. I think it's a lame idea. Just like all of Trump's other little buddies, Kavanaugh will probably flip on him. That would be hilarious. But no, he's very conservative, and he would tip the balance of the Supreme Court in a way that it would take 50 years to undo. So, bad news. And I hope the Democrats give him a rough time. But the problem is, they just don't have the votes. If they can somehow delay the vote until after the midterm elections, when hopefully we take over the Senate and possibly the House. That's not pushing it, but blue wave people, vote Democrat.
Fuck you!
Fuck yeah, man!
No, fuck you.
Be a libtard. What else is going on in the world? There was a big fire in Brazil, in São Paulo, Brazil, or was it Rio? No, it was São Paulo. Shit, I don't know. One of the big cities in Brazil. Burned their national museum. Burned a lot of shit to the ground. Kind of sad. Yes, millions of things, as one reporter said. It was probably thousands.
I don't know how they would be able to fit millions of things.
Yeah, I know. Unless they were like rocks and stupid shit like that.
Which in that case, they didn't get burned.
No, they would have survived. So if there were statues and shit, they probably would survive. Paintings, however, tend to go up in flame.
Most of the time.
But, so our sympathies to the peoples of Brazil. We got some comments. I guess we can move on to comments. We haven't seen any movies. We
just renewed
Movie Pass the other day, and there hasn't been anything out worth seeing. So we're kind of saving it, because I want to see Predator later in the month. And what else is coming out?
Since we've renewed it, and we won't have to renew it till after it comes out, Venom.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we can only see 3 movies now a month. So,
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Movie Pass. Lure us in and then shank us. Obviously, Movie Pass is a woman. Oh! They lure you in and then they shank you. Submarine Railway Studios. I love you, Dad. No, I love your dad. your dad, apparently. Better not love my dad, because that's kind of weird. But, well, I love you too, I guess. Cheers. Okay, from Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania something. I can't read the whole name here. Wait a minute. Let me call it up here. I think it's Pennsylvania Pinchington. That's right. Pennsylvania Pinchington. In this episode, which was the last episode, Dad mentioned that he filmed porn. Would Dad be angry if Nathan became a porn star? No. I think it's legitimate work. As long as he's careful in what he does and doesn't get involved in drugs and all that crazy shit. And if he had a big enough penis, I'd be envious, I guess. But, I don't think either one of us are going to be porn stars. So, I would do porn again. I had a lot of fun. It was, it's just another type of filmmaking. It was work. You know, so... also, can you do a Hey Foods where you review aspirin tablets or water from a toilet? No.
God, you're stupid.
Let's see here. Vinny Aria 13. Great video. Here's a question for the next one. For Dad, what was the first job you ever had? And did you like it? Well, let's see. When I was 11, I had a paper route. So I guess technically that was my first job. But the first job I got, other than a paper route, I worked at Ponderosa, which was a chain of steakhouse restaurants. I don't know if they exist anymore.
They don't in Fort Wayne.
I don't think they exist anymore.
That one got burnt down.
They have one in Orlando, though. So they must still exist. But I started out bussing tables, and then I became a server, and then...
Ponderosa was fucking good.
I know. I took over, I was in charge of the salad bar, which I thought was ironic, because at that time in my life, I had never eaten a salad in my life. But that's how I discovered blue cheese dressing. I got some on my hand one time, and without even thinking, just kind of licked it off, and it was like, that's good! So I started eating salads. And then I moved up to cook. I was a cook for about a year, and I was a damn good cook. I was pretty good. Cooking cheap steaks is an art form, because you got to be careful not to beat your meat too hard, otherwise it dries it out. And I was good. I had fun. Yes, I liked it. I mean, it was still work, but it was more fun than some of the jobs I'd have after that.
Like what?
And for Nathan, if you could switch bodies with anyone in the world for a day, who would it be and why?
Fuck if I know. I really don't know.
Take a wild ass guess. Your fans would like to know.
I don't know. I don't know. Chris Hemsworth, I guess.
Why? Because he gets laid a lot.
Yes.
Okay. That's a
And
legitimate reason.
then because I would know all the secrets of Avengers 4.
Okay. The insignificant atheist. Thanks for answering my question. John Candy seemed like a swell guy. From what I've observed, he was, and everybody had great things to say about him. So I never heard anybody who didn't like him. So I'm sure there are people, but Mark Ross 96. Ever dabble with the idea of a Hey Dudes podcast?
Isn't that what this
Isn't this what this is? It's a podcast with pictures. So I don't think we really need to do a podcast per se. We've done, what did you call them? Live streams.
Yeah.
That weren't very successful. They kind of went into the silly zone, but
Most of them do.
yeah. So no, we haven't really considered a podcast. Eric Hoikman. What a great dad! Hey, that's what I keep telling him. He's lucky. Simba 89. Laughing out loud at that joke, my priest joke. Yeah, I didn't tell it very well. I kind of forgot the flow of the joke halfway through it. For Farquhar Engine, Nathan can get a job as a mattress tester. That would be cool. Also, John Candy was a great actor. Yes, he was. And, did the camera just tilt down? Oh, I thought it looked like the camera moved.
It just, the light went.
Oh, okay. I won't read this one because he's a dick.
The guy that says we're going to put the cat in the microwave.
Yeah, fuck you. Aussie Airborne Daddy. Trains and something. I can't read it. It's off the screen. Cute cat. Long name, short message.
Cute cat.
Cute cat. Yes, we know. We love her. Mark Ross 96 again. It's okay if you want to put multiple questions down. I have no problem with that. Dad, what are your opinions on Jack Nicholson and Stanley Kubrick? Well, they're two entirely different things. I think Jack Nicholson is kind of overrated as an actor. He's kind of a one-note actor. But what he does well. And he doesn't really have any range. He plays deranged, crazy people, and he plays them well. As for Kubrick's probably one of only a handful of pure geniuses that have ever worked in cinema. His body of work is not overwhelming. He only made about 10 films, but what great films they were. If you want to check out, I think his best film is Clockwork Orange, but right now 2001 is making the rounds in IMAX theaters in its 50th anniversary re-release. So if you get a chance, take it in. That's the way it needs to be seen, is on a big screen. I'll warn you, it's almost 4 hours long, and it's boring as hell, but it's a great film. Full Metal Jacket might be more your tastes. And of course The Shining, which you referred to Jack Nicholson. I liked The Shining. It wasn't my favorite Kubrick film. But Full Metal Jacket was really good. You can avoid Eyes Wide Shut. That was pompous and self-indulgent. Just watched The Shining last night. That's why I asked. Okay. Channel Under something. Why did all these names so long? Channel Under. Renovation. Venezuela exploded about 2 years ago. That's true. All this shit started a while back, but it's coming to a head.
Oh, speaking of that topic, I need to make a correction from the last episode. Hernan lives in Venezuela. Xavier lives in Barcelona.
Big difference.
I was referring to Xavier thinking he lived in Venezuela.
Yeah, well, I'm sure our audience was in tears over that
I'm
one.
so sorry for that mistake, and hopefully it won't happen again. Hopefully CNN won't fire me.
Yeah.
Because I'm apparently fake news.
Yes, of course. From Sip. Why you didn't were at the BronyCon? Why don't you learn to speak English?
The fuck was that?
Why weren't we at BronyCon? Because it's lame?
Because we couldn't afford it.
Couldn't afford it, and it's lame.
And I'm not really into ponies anymore. Speaking of which, I sold a pony.
There's some for sale on eBay. Go look. I lowered the price on one of them. I won't
Without
tell you which
my
one.
permission?
Yep.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Fuck this!
So, go on eBay. Look for, I believe it's Twilight Sparkle and
You sold Twilight.
Is that the one we sold?
Yes.
Okay, then what's the one? Spitfire and what's the other one? Spit it out. I don't know. Lyra. Those are for sale. Cheap. And we have more too. But these don't seem to be selling, so I don't know why we'd sell the others. But god damn it, Nathan. Jesus Christ. I'm I'm trying to work out a fart, but I'm not having any luck. That's all the comments from the last show. Where are we at?
15 minutes.
15 minutes? You want to make it a short show?
Yeah, why the fuck not? We got one thing to show that's new on the wall. You may have seen it. It pulled my fucking hair. I flipped it off. But we have a early promotional thing from, I don't know, probably, I don't know what year, but it's when Thomas was first coming into Lionel. So, yeah.
Hello.
So, oh my god, it's a monster.
Hi!
Okay, well, I guess we'll make this a short show for once. Make it easier on you people. So until next time, hey dudes!
By the way, season 22 isn't terrible. Get over it, you little bastards.